Patrick Kavanagh, one of Ireland's, was one time asked how he felt he'd be remembered in 100 years' time, and he replied with this song. And in it, he highlights all his good points and all his bad points. He was a man gifted with great self-knowledge, not given to us all. It's called If Ever You Go to Dublin Town in 100 years or so. If ever you go to Dublin Town in 100 years or so, inquire for me in Bagot Street and what I would like to know. He was a queer one, Valda diddle I. He was a queer one, and I'll tell you. My great-grandmother knew him well. He asked her to come and call on him in his flat, and she giggled at the thought of a young girl's lovely fall. He was dangerous, Valda diddle I. He was dangerous, and I'll tell you. On Pembroke Road, look out for me ghost, dishevelled with shoes untied, playing through the railings with the little children, whose children have long since died. He was a nice man, Valda diddle I. He was a nice man, and I'll tell you. Go into a pub and listen well, if my voice still echoes there. Ask the men what their grandsires thought, and tell them to answer fair. He was eccentric, Valda diddle I. He was eccentric, and I'll tell you. He had the knack of making men feel as small as they really were, which meant as great as God had made them, but as males they disliked his hair. He was a proud one, Valda diddle I. He was a proud one, and I'll tell you. Ever you go to Dublin Town in 100 years or so, sniff for me personality, is it Vanity's vapour now? He was a vain one, Valda diddle I. He was a vain one, and I'll tell you. I saw his name with 100 more in a book in the library. They said he had never fully achieved his potentiality. He was slothful, Valda diddle I. He was slothful, and I'll tell you. He knew that posterity had no use for anything but the soul. The lines that speak the passionate heart, the spirit that lives alone. He was a lone one, Valda diddle I. He was a lone one, and I'll tell you. He was a lone one, Valda diddle I. Yet he lived happily, and I'll tell you.